So tell us your names and majors.
Oh, my name is Alexandria Garcia, and my major is actuarial science.
And my name is Chichi Nawaka, and my major is accounting.
Cool. Do you want to tell us about your question?
Yeah.
Yeah, so our poster is about the landfills, and we found it appropriate to label it as Let's Trash Talk. So we're going to be talking about the different types of landfills, the problems that occur in Georgia, and the solutions that we can use to go over them. So there's three different types of landfills. The first type is municipal landfills. The second type is hazardous landfills, and the third type is construction and demolition landfills.
When they're building a landfill site, first they clear it out and they start digging. They then remove all of the groundwater, as you can see, and then they start to add a layer of clay. And then after that, they start to add protection layers like a plastic layer, a latchet collection layer, a drainage layer, and then finally they add soil and start putting in the cells, as you can see at the top.
Yeah, so there's different types of trash that go to different landfills. In the municipal waste landfills, the type of trash that goes there are the daily items that we use, such as food. Maybe if someone throws away their furniture, it goes to those landfills. For the construction and demolition landfills, those are landfills that collect construction waste such as wood, chemicals, well not chemicals, metals, and wires. And then for hazardous landfills, those are landfills that collect the hazardous items such as batteries, light bulbs, oil containers, and much more of those natures. So landfill and trash goes through different cycles.
Landfills, trash can go to different things, like it can go to landfill, let it be done, or you can take it to a waste to energy plant. If it goes to recycling, you can also take it to the manufacturing company, and then it would go to the stores and back to you, or you can decompose it. And then in Georgia, there's 209 operating landfills, and there's 374 closed ones. And each day in Georgia, we have about 4.3 pounds of trash a day.
Yeah. And this is a map that just shows the different locations of landfills in Georgia. So now we're going to go to the problems in Georgia. The first problem is landfill overcrowding, and this occurs because 40% of the trash that goes to the landfills are items that can easily be recyclable, and 12% of those are compostable waste. So these are things that can reduce the landfill capacity. The next problem is groundwater contamination. 163 landfills in Georgia has experienced groundwater contamination at one point in time, in which the leachate is water that goes through the landfills and it collects the contaminants that's throughout the landfill. So when it goes through and disperses in the environment, it causes contamination of our groundwater supply. So 25% of trash in Georgia is illegally dumped, and this creates a problem because that allows for open trash to be exposed to the environment, causing exposure such as gases. And then the next problem is toxic coal ash, and this is when power plants are disposing their waste, and whenever it goes into a collection center, it ends up seeping through the soil, causing for contamination in the groundwater supply as well. And the last problem that's involved with Georgia is methane gas. 25% of gas in Georgia is not collected. So those gases go and they become exposed to the environment, and it's one of the most dangerous greenhouse gases. And so now there are solutions that we can use to fix the problems in Georgia.
Some solutions we can take is starting off by building properly landfills, like actually having these protection layers, like a electrical protection layer, a methane collection layer, as well as following the regulations that the landfill should, so not just dumping anything and not combining hazardous waste with C&Ds, as well as you could take different methods like by recycling or decomposting or properly disposing of your batteries by taking it to the collection center.
What key points did y'all take away that you didn't know before?
The key point is I never realized how much trash could actually affect Georgia in terms of the exposure. Like I never knew that there was gases that could occur in landfill, but now I know that it decomposes.
Cool.
I liked learning about like how landfills were built because I never actually thought about, hey, how do we dispose of our trash and what actually does it go through before it's just put in the ground.
Great. Great job, Allison.